Welcome to Utisam Mathematics. In this video, I'm looking at differentiation, one aspect of calculus. Still on the series calculus. So I've already done a limit of a function, different types of function. The last video was on infinity, how to find limit at infinity. But today, as I've said already, I'm looking at differentiation. This is one of the essential part of calculus. So let's begin. What is differentiation? Differentiation is just finding the instantaneous, the key word is instantaneous rate of change. It tells you how fast something is changing at a specific point. So if you have two variables and you are looking at the rate of change of one variable with respect to other, then we are talking about differentiation. Now think of this. It is like you are driving. Differentiation gives you your speed at any given moment. Okay. The next thing that I want to talk about is areas where differentiation is applied. There are many, but these are few sectors that I mentioned. And when you go to the banking sector, you see every bank wants to maximize profit. And one of the mathematical tools that they use frequently is differentiation. So they use it to maximize their profit or minimize their cost. When you go to the business sector to pricing of goods, they make use of differentiation. If you want to maximize or optimize pricing, you can use differentiation. Cost, production, if you want to maximize your production or minimize cost of production, you can also use differentiation. In physics, we have velocity and acceleration. They all make use of differentiation. In our daily life, anytime you want to maximize something or you want to save money, time, resources, you can rely on differentiation. These are few aspects. There are more, but I will urge you to go and then search for more sectors. Now, we want to look at differentiation from first principle. What is the differentiation of first principle? What does it mean? This is finding the derivative of a function. Now, the derivative is underlined. What is the derivative of a function? The derivative of a function is just the rate of change. Yes, if you say derivative or derived function, it is just the rate of change using the limit definition. I've already talked about limit. I have a full video there, limit of various type of function. I'll urge you to go back and watch those videos. Now from limit, we said that if you want to find the derivative, the formula is, this is the formula for derivative. Limit as h tend to 0, f of x plus h minus f of x over h. So what it means is that when the function is given to you, you find f of x plus h. You already know f of x. You simplify, you put h to 0. Whatever you get is what is the derivative. Let's take some example. Find from first principle the derivative of the function f of x is equal to x squared. Now let's state our formula. From first principle, the derivative, which is f prime of x, is equal to limit as h tend to 0, f of x plus h minus f of x over h. Then you close the bracket. So we know our f of x to be x squared. So we find f of x plus h. What it means is that we replace x by x plus h. So x plus h all square. We can then expand. So when we expand, we have x squared plus 2xh plus h squared. Now we want to substitute it in the formula, which is equal to limit as h tend to 0. Now f of x plus h is this one. So let's put it in the bracket. 2xh plus h squared minus f of x is x squared, all divided by h. So let's go further. So let's expand. So limit as h tend to 0, we open the bracket so that we have x squared plus 2xh plus h squared minus x squared over h. Then we close the bracket. Now x squared minus x squared will go. So we have limit as h tends to 0. We have x squared plus 2xh. No, the x is gone. So we have 2x plus h squared over h. So we can factorize h at the numerator. So let's bring one h out. So we have 2x plus h over h. So this h will cancel. We then have limit as h tends to 0, 2x plus h. At this point, we can't go further. We have simplified to the lowest form. Just put h to 0. So we have 2x plus 0, which is equal to 2x. So from first principle, if you have the function f of x is equal to x squared, when you find the derivative, you are going to get 2x. Let's take another question. If y is equal to x cubed plus 2x, find from the first principle the derivative of y. So first of all, let y be equal to f of x. And the formula is f prime of x is equal to limit h tends to 0, f of x plus h minus f of x over h. Then we close the bracket. Our f of x is equal to x cubed plus 2x. And then let's find x plus h, f of x plus h. So we have x plus h cubed plus 2 times x plus h. Now, expanding x plus h cubed. This is more than, the power is more than 2. So we have to use binomial expansion. And then one of the common method that you can use is Pascal triangle, where you identify the coefficient of the expansion. So for power 3, this is the coefficient that you get. Now let me remind you, I've done a video on binomial expansion. So go to the playlist, identify binomial expansion, and then you are good to go. Every concept is there on binomial expansion. You have Pascal triangle. Okay, so let's expand this. So when we expand, we are going to get x cubed plus 3x squared h plus 3x h squared plus h cubed plus 2x plus 2h. So let's substitute them in the formula. So this is equal to limit h tends to 0. So the denominator f of x plus h, f of x plus h. So that is x cubed plus 3x squared h plus 3x h squared plus h cubed plus 2x plus 2h minus f of x is x cubed plus 2x over h. So let's expand further. Limit as h tends to 0. We are going to have x cubed plus 3x squared h plus 3x h squared plus h cubed plus 2x plus 2h minus x cubed minus 2x over h. Okay, now x cubed minus x cubed will go, 2x minus 2x will go. Now bringing h out, we have limit at as h tends to 0. At the numerator, we bring h out. So we are going to have 3x squared plus 3xh plus h squared plus 2, yes, at the numerator over h, so that this h will cancel. So we have limit as h tends to 0. So it will be left with 3x squared plus 3xh plus h squared plus 2. So at this point, we cannot go further. So when we put h is equal to 0, this term will go to 0, this term will go to 0. So we are having x squared plus 2. That is f prime of x. Now, if you want to write it in terms of y, that will be dy dx will be 3x squared plus 2. Okay, that is the final answer. Viewers, thank you very much for watching this video. If you are watching me for the first time and you have not subscribed, you like the video, kindly click on the subscribe button. You can also turn on the notification button so that anytime I drop a video, wherever you are, you'll be alerted. Bye.